Hey everyone, this is Dave from Da Bomb Smokes. I just want to make a little short video today to kind of center in on some of the mods that I did on my Weber Smokey Mountain. I've made two videos of some of the mods that I did, but I wanted to do close-up shots of some of the things and kind of do a review of whether or not it was really worth it to do all these mods. You know how guys are, they get things, they like to tweak them and mess with them and stuff. Yeah, I'm that way too. So anyway, I'm just gonna kind of go over that stuff, and we'll be right back. Alright, one of the very first mods that I made to my Weber Smokey Mountain was the wheels. Wasn't long after I got it that I put the wheels on here. And what I did was I basically just bought these caster wheels. You can lock them from Lowe's. I probably should have got some bigger ones. These work okay and they lock. And I just drilled a hole in the leg right there. This is aluminum. Just kind of eyeballed it. You know, they're not perfectly centered, but and then ran a nut on it, and that's all there was to that, and it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, zoom in here a little bit for you, and that's basically what that looks like right there. That was pretty simple, and I gotta say this mod was probably it was a very useful mod, and I would do it again because it allows me to move my Weber Smokey Mountain whenever I want to. Now I'm fortunate, I'm undercover here. I have a great big carport, but you know, I don't have any problem with weather. But some of you guys I notice are out on the patio, and you know, sometimes you have to move it. So yeah, this is a great modification. I give Troy Cook credit for this because I saw him on Troy Cooks, and you need to check him out. He's really good. I got this from him, and it's doubling up on the grate. I don't know if you can see that in there because of the light. As you can see, I just put another grate over there, and it keeps the coals from falling through. It allows them to stay up there longer, and you get a longer cook. Alright, the next modification I did, and I just did this recently, I didn't make a video on this, was putting these long bolts on my damper. Now these dampers, they get hot. And I mean, you could use a pair of gloves, which is what I was doing, and that's okay, but it's just so much easier to reach down and and grab this and adjust your vents. So much easier, and that didn't take long at all. Just drilled a hole, put a nut on this end, and I put a nut on the back. And that was another very useful mod. And I don't think I ever watched a video of that being done. I just noticed some people had done that to their Weber, and so I just went ahead and did it. There's many variations. Now I know metal, you know, conducts heat, but this being long enough, it doesn't ever get hot, so I can always touch it with my hand. And so that's what I suggest, making it as long as possible. And of course, it's not long enough to where it interferes with my door, you know. But I think that's about a 4-inch bolt, quarter 20 bolt is what that is. And I did that on all 3 vents. So that's another modification. The other modification I did first, and I did a video on it, was put these handles on here. And I really like these handles. And if you notice, I got 2 sets of handles on there, and you might be wondering, well, why does he have 2 sets of handles? Well, 1 set of handles was fine. I actually wished I had put these where these are, but for some reason, I mean, these are okay and they will work. And they were inexpensive, you know, and it didn't take me long to do. And I did do a video on it. I don't think I did a video on this one, but it's the same principle. But I did it because it's up a little higher, and it just seems to be it just seems to be a little bit more balanced up here for some reason. I noticed that. But I did it because it's got a hole in here. These are garage door handles, and I wanted to find a way to to attach my digital thermometer. When I had a hard time doing it with these. I did, but it looked real tacky. And Phil in Florence came up with a unique idea, and I have never seen it with anyone else. He was able to run a long bolt through the hole of his handle. And of course he had a piece, I'm using a nipple here, a metal nipple with, this is a carriage bolt. I think I just got an 8-inch carriage bolt. Tighten it with a nut and a nut here, and when I tighten this, it doesn't turn or anything. So, and he ordered a clamp, like a cell phone snake clamp that he could clamp on here. I ordered one, I haven't got it yet, and that's what I'm going to do. And so you can clamp it, twist it wherever you want it, and it's far away enough from the smoker. You don't have to worry about the heat bothering it or anything. It's real close to where the thermostat goes in. Anyway, that was the best thing I could, no matter what else I tried. And I didn't see any other ideas out there. His was the best so far. So that's why I've got 2 handles on it. And like I say, there's nothing wrong with these handles, but you know how guys are. Like I said, they got to tweak it. And I really like Phil's idea, and that's Phil in Florence, and you'll want to check him out too. And I'll put the links, all these people and the things, I'll put the information down in the information box below. There's a little, if you don't see it, there's a little black arrow pointing down to the right hand of the video. Just click on that, and it will, a drop down box will come down, and you'll see all the information, like when this was published and my links. So that's another one I did. And okay, this one I did not too long ago. I put a hinge on my top. That was the best thing that I've ever done, and it allows me to open my lid without having to take it off, figure out where to set it. Because you got to be careful when you're setting these parts down. You don't want to chip the enamel or anything off of there. Always try to be careful. But it allows me to open, it's like at a 45-degree angle. And another thing I got to mention about my particular situation was the my hinge doesn't allow mine doesn't go up as far as other people's, but it's far enough to where I can still do everything I want to on here, and that's okay with me. I don't know if I got a bad batch. My hinge was, excuse me, here just a second, I'm kind of messing up with the camera. But I don't know if I got a bad hinge or not, but as I showed in my video, I had to put washers in it to move my hinge back, because for some reason this was going forward too much and my lid wouldn't hardly close. So I had to move like the whole hinge back. But that's no big deal. I just put 4 washers behind each bolt, and it seems to work. I hope no one else has that problem, but if you do, then you'll know there's somebody out there that had the same problem. Now another mod that I did was adding this extra clip, and these are shelving clips that you can buy. They got a little stub in them, and I just knocked them out and put them on there, and I put them all the way around. You know, I just drilled another hole, and this allows me to put another a level in here, and I can use it as a Weber kettle grill. That was another great mod. So yeah, I really can't say that I wasted my time doing that either, because, and that was very inexpensive. I just had to drill a hole, and then I went there's 4 of them. And so that gave me another level to put another grate, because when you get it, you've only got this level and this level down here. That's for smoking. So now I can use my Vortex, I can use my indirect charcoal containers to do indirect cooking and reverse searing of steaks and things like that. Oh, and another little mod I did, the same time I put the wheels on, to put this new thermostat on here. But you know, I gotta say that the original thermostat was just as accurate. It just wasn't as big. So I guess this is more like a frivolous thing. I didn't have to get it. I saw this on T-Roy again, and of course I was influenced. T-Roy, you influenced me. I didn't get the big one like he's got. This is the 3-inch. I think he's got the 5-inch. The only thing that I like about T-Roy's is that he can check his temperature with a digital thermometer, and then adjust this one to coincide with the actual temperature. In other words, he can adjust it if it's off. This one you can't. But that's all right as long as I know it. I just look at it and I know this one has a 20-degree difference, which, you know, does make a difference if you're trying to stay right on temperature. But anyway, those are the mods that I've done. I can't really think of anything else that I would do. Some may consider this overkill, and yeah, it is just a thing. But it does make it easier for me to move around and to pick up and handle, and I just enjoy doing it because I like tinkering with things. Okay, folks, there you have it. Those are my kind of a overview of the mods that I've done to my Weber Smokey Mountain. As far as anything else I might do, well, I don't know. I could put a motor on it so I wouldn't have to roll it. I'm just kidding. Maybe a table around it, but it's just so easy just to have a folding table there. So I really can't think of anything else I would do to it. If anyone has any comments or any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment section below, and please, you know, like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. Really, thank you for watching today. This is really all I had for today. I just wanted to do a little short video. I'm not doing any cooking today. My next cook, though, is probably going to be some leg quarters on the Weber Smokey Mountain as I get ready for an event that we do every year. It's called Owlfest. I will be hitting some of the highlights of that also on my next video. So look forward to that. And remember, don't take this day for granted, because when it's gone, folks. And love y'all. Cheers.